entertain?
Oh, you said I have
Board
no comment.
consensus?
Yes.
Everything else?
Board consensus.
Any public comment or?
Yeah.
Is there any public comment on this item?
I do, but I'm just gonna.
I have a public comment. I'm a farm parent and I live in San Miguel.
Please sign
The,
it.
I will.
Sign in.
The biggest amount of people we've ever had in this room of the public is telling you guys they want a police state or they want a substation. They don't care how you get it, how you want it. This is the most viable option to get them here as fast as you can get them here. And they've made no bones about it. They want it and they don't care really what else you guys do.
The county wants it too.
The county wants it
The sheriff's one.
and the sheriffs want it and me as a community member, I want it. So I just want you guys to remember all the people in this room that that's all they care about.
We all want it, but we also need, apart from this angle, we need to have some rudimentary plan,
What's gonna happen here?
what's gonna happen here, and we need to have commitments from those entities.
Yes.
The slow
That's
down.
Supervisor,
That's what we're
sheriff.
showing on a note with that.
Supervisor
Positive.
Deshawn, like, told me that he was trying to find money in the sheriff's budget. This was a while ago, but he was saying that
You
that
find
the
a
sheriff
space?
and the supervisors wanted to try and put money into something up here
I've personally
with us involved.
spoke with Ian Parkinson, I've spoke with under sheriffs that have come and gone, spoke with John Prashon. His thing is that his term has a sunset, he's limited, so if we try to do something, he needs enough time left in whatever term he's in that he can guarantee he can
Find money in the budget.
help. They're very supportive of it,
All
and
this.
one of the things about it and remodeling and making this work is by creating a position, a place here for them, there would be funds available from them to
Reoccurring.
support that. I not know how much that is, but they committed to saying absolutely a Mission Front Street building that has vision of the both directions and the downtown is ideal for them. Ian Parkinson asked me if he could put cameras on the top of each end of the building before they put the one in front of the Elkhorn. And we were supportive of that. It just was one of those things that never completely took place. But if we had they say B station because it's not a substation, here, it would benefit the community
It would
strongly.
benefit significantly. All I'm saying is that if we have staff working on the building aspect of it, I think we need to have staff working through the details to get the commitments from the people who are gonna fund the beat station and who are gonna staff it, meaning the sheriff and the SLO
Do
County.
you want us
Board
to bring that
Supervisors.
back with the,
What I'm saying is if we're gonna allocate the space and make a commitment, a financial commitment for ourselves
Right.
to either add offices to a building we're gonna be building and or build a building next to this building,
Yeah.
we're committing financial resources, so I want to have some commitment on
Right.
the other side of it that's gonna provide the staffing and the equipment and everything else for the beat station.
Another entity was California Highway Patrol, just a place to get out of their vehicle, use the facilities.
They can share.
That, yes.
Yeah.
And all of them they all voiced interest in that. I think they would be looking, like, we would go to them with more of, hey, I got an idea. They're gonna look for, we're gonna do this, we want you guys to be part of it, and then they will step forward with more of a plan with resources. But until it's more than just an idea, they're not,
Well, right now you have a commitment from the board that will entertain potentially committing funds to this end.
so far it's all
And
been
the county knows
positive.
nothing about all of this.
No.
I mean,
No,
this is
so far
pretty
it's all
fresh.
been very positive though, anytime contact was made or the
Yeah.
idea was discussed. Yeah, I've yet to get anybody going, I don't know about that. They've all
They're
been
all-
very supportive.
So what I'll do is, with all the other meetings in May, I don't know that we can actually talk about it in May. So we'll shoot for June, worst case July.
Okay.
This will be back. And we'll have information from SO, from CHP, whoever, and from the county if there is gonna be money available or not, which,
Okay.
the likelihood
and
is
it's
that
in their
there will
budget
be.
too.
But if we can get this sooner than later, then we could probably work something into their budget and they can.
That's what it sounded like.
So from this discussion, we'll do that and we'll bring back the general idea of the two options down here and down there, so we can make a more informed decision.
Okay, public comment?
My comment is more of a question, but we're talking about adding a beat station or whatever the case may be. Basically just a place for the law enforcement to land and do their reports and use the facilities and have a place to eat and whatever the case may be. But where is that gonna be? Are we considering having that within this facility, once this facility is a fire station solely, or is it going to be at the wastewater treatment facility? If it's gonna be here at this facility solely, this facility has a slew of problems that we need to resolve. So one of them is
The
space.
money.
There is a limited amount of space, and then we have an apparatus bay. So if we commit a space to the sheriff department, that's fine, you know, they could have their space up front, but we have spaces that need to be addressed. And we have processes that need to be either backed off or completed. And we can't just run down a path and say, we're gonna build a whole new building and life's gonna be great, because life's gonna be great for the whole new building, but you're gonna leave a big sore thumb here, and nobody's gonna want to come and say, I would assume that the county would not want to come and say, sure, we're gonna give you money. What the hell's going on here?
I agree with you.
That would have to
I
be
would-
conjunction.
Yeah, I would hope that that would come back with the plan. We can't,
Well, we're
Expect they're gonna-
at a stumbling point currently. And the stumbling point is, it's the, what the hell is going on here? And we've addressed it, but we've never completed addressing it. And we have to move forward with the wastewater treatment plant. And I think building the offices within the wastewater treatment plant is probably the best option. Then you have, you know, staff and everybody in one location. It's not the most convenient, but it'll be the most attractive. But we still have to resolve the issues that, you know, are involved within the fire station itself. And we are gonna run out of space, and I agree with Kelly that once there's separation between the two, it'll be easier to possibly get grant money to do the things that we need to do here. But
Well,
we,
also for both entities to grow
but we
as they
still
need to,
have
or they're going
the
to.
underlying issue of where do you want us to go immediately with this particular structure. And I think it's just something that needs to be addressed, because it was brought up in the past and we never went further than just stop. So it would be, in my opinion, a good thing for the board to at least provide some sort of direction where you want to potentially go with what we have in place.
be contingent upon what we see in terms of ideas and cost estimates for running offices at the treatment
Yeah,
plant.
well, she's right. Doug White did ask me to be quiet in the past, but he's not here. Hi, Blaine.
Well, that will be included as much as possible in what's brought back.
We should also have in there before determining what's gonna take to actually make this thing either compliant or not look like it's been slapped together.
Exactly. I think that we need to have some direction for this particular facility as well. I mean, we definitely need to go as fast as possible and make decisions as quick as possible to not impede the progress of the wastewater treatment plant. Because there is, you know, a deadline that we're
Well,
gonna need
there's-
capacity within a year and a half.
There's two possibilities. Maybe what we need is you've got the possibility of redoing this. You've got the possibility of that. So work on those two, but also have, what would this look like if we do go down there with utilities? What's gonna happen here? I guess, I mean, that's what we're getting at.
No, I'm actually more to the point where it would be nice to have some sort of direction to either complete, remove, or modify what we have in place above this level.
That's a completely separate issue. We gotta,
I know, but it's
Bring it to
it's
us.
still well, direction would, in my opinion, would be, you know.
I don't know if can we get direction with it not being on the agenda?
Well, decided.
No.
No,
Or does that-
or for a few,
No.
but or
No.
you could put on the agenda just food for thought. I believe that the board.
Well, I think it's something that we should maybe
If we're,
have staff like.
Because
bring
right
up
now
in
we're
the
just
near
stagnant.
future.
right, if we're gonna have a special meeting to discuss it, I mean, we could bring all those items at that meeting to that point where we can fully understand what's it gonna take to make this place, you know, up to code, everything else, what's it gonna take for the other option, just we can finally spend that time, because instead of spending, what, 15, 20 minutes and we're all dead tired.
Yeah,
It should just be like a
We're a
workshop.
fan of that.
As a, like, you guys should notice it right as a workshop, allow the
Yes.
public to come, once the staff is more prepared to provide you more detailed options.
Yes.
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 workshop.
Very good. Love it.
I don't think you wanna have a public workshop relating to the condition of our
You're gonna
building.
have two people there.
Yeah, you can't have it in
You're gonna
closed
have
session.
Owen and Nanette, and it's gonna go.
But you can't have a
The
closed
reason why I
session.
say it's public is because there's no closed session agenda item that
Yeah.
this would fall under for
Right.
the board to do it in private, and because the board is assembling, we have to publicly notice it and
Yeah.
allow for public comment.
Well,
So-
this should be transparent, and this is
Well,
like,
yeah.
it's like, this is your community,
Here's,
here's some options, what do you think?
well, and the
The two of
three,
you who showed
three
up.
things for me are, if we do nothing and stay here, this upstairs has to be finished regardless, and we have to
Right.
get where it's done right. If we take option one, which I'm in favor of because it's the cheapest, it seems most economical, and it creates the most for the district, this would be vacated by the CSD, and then the fire department would identify its needs, and I would see this completely being remodeled.
Yeah.
Because it functions.
And the CSD out of here enables you to do that.
Right, because right now, everything that exists here was created with Band-Aids fixing problems that didn't address an overall issue for the long term. It fixed the need at the time. This was 15 years ago, this is 10 years ago. So, you know, it's no big deal, it's just sticks and wood that once it's vacated, identify what the needs are and create it, make it happen, and we can do that. But we still gotta deal with this deal upstairs, and we'll come back to you for immediate on that.
Well, I give my consent, I'd like to see a little bit more, you know, information brought to us
Yeah,
on
we
the
got-
options for,
Okay,
And, I mean, even if we're gonna talk about here, you know, doing out those, leasing of offices, just anything, because I'd like to have a full discussion on all of our options. Yep.
So, Director Parent, can I clarify something you said?
go
So
ahead.
you said you wanted, because the action item is to provide direction to staff, and I know you want staff to look into the options more, can we put a time frame on it? You know, staff look into it by,
Bring it to us
July.
back in June, how about bring it to us
I
in
don't know
June?
if June is a bit, like he said, maybe by, or probably by July.
Well, I think that by July, we can have all of these things taken care of. If we can bring it sooner, then we will bring it sooner.
How's that gonna play with design down there,
I think if we're able to make a decision
end of year?
in July,
Yeah, close.
maybe August, then we would be okay. Are we?
well, then I think maybe what we should do is we should workshop it in June for approval in July, and then that way we're not, and then if we have to push it, we have a little bit of buffer.
Aren't we gonna have a special meeting anyways in July? Because usually we do have, to pay the bill for the weed abatement.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
might.
That's, right now, that's planned to be at the regular meeting in June.
Okay.
But
I will be
Rob is
gone,
gone.
I'll be gone until June 21st.
I'll be gone also for a week at the very end of June, until the board meeting.
July it is.
That's kind of what we're
I
doing.
think it'd be all fun with
So
it.
I
You can
give
do
my
it by
consent to a
yourself.
workshop, what do you guys think? I mean, we gotta get the public to say,
Okay.
we're growing, what do you think?
Yeah,
I'm fine.
we'll set some time.
I mean, is it reasonable, and I know this is pushing because Rob's leaving too, is it reasonable to hold another spot? I know we have a May 2nd meeting already.
And I have one on the 22nd, and I have one on the 23rd. We have three in May.
So those are GFA ones, right?
GSA on the 22nd, financial on the 2nd, regular meeting on the 23rd.
Can we, I know you said the GSA was only gonna be allocated for like an hour, hour and a half. Can we
Couple
maybe
hours.
do a special, a couple of hours? Okay, misunderstood.
There's some big time GSA
GSA
stuff.
is gonna be a closed session.
She said 2
exclusive.
hours, which means 4.
Yeah, closed session too.
Just tell me I need him to go then. Okay.
If we're able to bring this in, the first part of July
That's
to a
great.
special meeting just to talk about this, then I think we will be okay. That should give us plenty of time to work through our issues. And provide the information you guys want. So,
Okay, so special meeting.
You can work on it on your vacation or whatever.
Sounds
if
good.
you like.
Okay,
Sounds good.
do we have any other board comment? Any
Anything,
other public comment?
Anthony?
No.
No,
Okay.
I meant me, no.
We're adjourned.
Sold, says obtained.
Good Lord.
All right.